And welcome to Riverbank Stadium. We are here for the men's match of Lacrosse. Crosstown rivalry here. I'm Kevin Bryant, joined with Pete Poirier, and the action has started. Pete, welcome.
Thank you, Kevin. How you doing this fine spring evening?
Spring is here, and I'm glad that we have some good weather for this matchup. Should be exciting to start off. Pioneer state runner-up last year, and they return a lot of players, Pete. They should be one of the teams that will be contending again for state supremacy in this sport.
And Pioneer with the opening offensive set. Ball out tap. Now circling in behind the net.
Looks like Nico Mikos. I played against a George Mikos back in the day.
And what you'll see quite often here, you probably hear some familiar names as a lot of the hockey players will play lacrosse after the hockey season is over. And Nico Mikos, no exception. And there's a flag down. Play continues. There's a shot from on top and a score for Pioneer. And it's good. And Pioneer draws first blood. They take a 1-0 lead over Huron. 10:54 to go here in the first.
Oops, sorry about that, Pete. Charlie Markell on the first goal from the top there, and he really fired it in. And you'll see it here. It's from about 20 yards out, winds up and tosses it in.
And Markell, one of the sophomores on this Pioneer squad that's senior laden. So just what Huron doesn't need, the Pioneer underclassmen scoring with all these seniors on the Pioneer roster.
And just as we were saying in the opening, Pioneer is a very talented team. Wasted no time getting on the scorebook, and that was just 1:06 into action here. First goal of the game.
And face off at midfield. Race for the ball on the turf. And a quick referee's whistle. It's going to be Pioneer possession. Now Mikos will cradle in advance. He will send it back out top to Peter Burke. Now over to Markell. Now back out top to Burke. They'll swing it around the perimeter.
Huron trying to really pack it in with their zone defense.
And ball in behind the net now, back out top.
Pushansky's in the net for the River Rats.
Now back out for another quick shot and another goal for Pioneer. And that'll make it 2-0 favor the Pioneers.
Zachary Weber, senior, on the goal that time. Went upstairs for that goal. You can see him here as he rushes the net. Pushansky really put up the stick there, but it was just a quick shot there. And just like that, Pioneers up 2-0.
Two goals in under 2 minutes here to open the match. And Pioneer on the possession again.
Right back at it.
Now heavily defended by Huron. Ball on the turf. And Huron will pick it up and try and move it downfield.
Richardson out. Now he gives it up there to Aronson. Aronson has a shot, but he looks like he wants to set up the offense here for the River Rats.
Now Fetters is carrying for Huron. Kazu Fetters still with the ball. Now he'll hand it off to Trevor Kuhnlein.
Rats a little bit more deliberate with it. Now up top is Aronson as he brings it in. Pioneer really known for their defense. And you can see it right there. Good stop.
That's Jeffrey Duart-Digan in goal for the Pioneers. And Pioneer quickly downfield. They set up their offense, trying to catch Huron out of position. And they'll send it back out top, and they'll set up their offense.
And the more skilled Pioneer offense, you could see Huron knows that, and they're packing in their defense to try to cut off some angles. Unfortunately, that is going to have to be going back to the drawing board because there's another goal for the Pioneers.
Zachary Weber on the goal for Pioneer, and that gives them the 3-0 lead. 8:20 to play here in the first period.
Weber's second goal of the afternoon. You can see right here he takes it up front of the net. That time he goes glove side for the goal.
Pioneer goal scored by number 20, Zachary Weber.
I'll face off at midfield. And kicked out of the circle, and it'll be Pioneer possession.
There's a collision.
Now picked up off the turf by Huron.
That's something you want to keep an eye on, Pete, as Huron is going to have to be the more physical team here, Pioneer being the more skilled team. Now there's a scrum.
And we have a referee's whistle, and he's going to call it Huron possession.
Kind of an odd call there from the official because he was far side. The official that was near the plate didn't even call anything.
Now Kuhnlein carrying for Huron. Way out by midfield. And if this is the definition of deliberate offense, this has got to be it for Huron here. Really taking their time way out by midfield. Now they'll try and bring it down into the perimeter area.
Well, kind of looks like they're trying to set up and use their, I guess, superior speed. And that's what the Huron coach, Greg Monroe, is trying to exploit there with his group. Unsuccessful that time, though.
Yeah, we have a whistle, and it'll be Pioneer possession. That pass way too far. Turnover in favor of the River Rats.
Well, you've been mentioning, Pete, how high the Huron offense has been setting up. They have to move the ball a little bit more to get this defense from Pioneer to shift. They're able to sit back and wait for the Huron offensive men to come right to them.
Now maybe Huron trying to spread out that Pioneer defense, create some creases, get some opportunities on goal. There's a quick shot from way out top, and that's picked off by the goalkeeper, Dewart Digan.
Dewart Digan with a good stick move there with that stop.
Now one player shoved to the turf, and that's going to be a foul on Huron. It'll be Pioneer possession.
Again, Huron is going to have to be more aggressive in this match to make it a scrappier match. And that was a good stop there by the River Rats. Don't want to pass it in front of your net, though.
Oh, picked up once again by Pioneer, and they'll work their offense. You got a great shot on goal there, and a nice save made.
As opposed to the Pioneers' man defense, Huron is deploying his zone defense.
Ball back out top. Now Burke will carry it. He dekes one man, goes behind the net, looks out front, can't connect the pass. Ball on the side of the net, and picked up by Huron.
Pashansky, good job there, minding the net for the River Rats.
Now Gago with the pass downfield.
At least now they're setting up within at least 30 yards. Now they back it up again.
That's Gino Meneghini for Huron. Well, Meneghini still carrying. Now pass off into the center. That fails to connect. And that's going to be out of bounds, and it'll Pioneer possession.
River Rats not taking care of the possession as they get few opportunities to attack the Pioneer zone. A lot of errant passes so far here in the first period.
Well, Pioneer will carry downfield. And they'll set up once again on offense. That's Markel in behind the net, running away from one defenseman, now passing it out front.
Oh, there's a man open.
I can't connect on the pass. Scooped up by Weber. And Pioneer will reset. Now Pioneer working it to the far side of the field.
That's Graham on the rush. Well, again, holding. Well, delayed penalty. It won't matter.
And another score for Pioneer.
Boy, you said it, Pete. Dylan Graham was going through the the Huron defense there, weaving his way through, taking a lot of contact. You saw a penalty flag thrown by the official. Didn't matter, though, because once he was able to right the ship here and just wind up for the shot, he found success.
4 minutes, 11 seconds to play here in the first period, and Huron will call timeout, down 4-0. A little bit what you expected, Kevin, to see this more experienced and deeper Pioneer team taking the lead on the younger, inexperienced Huron squad.
Well, Pioneer coach Smith Atwood has to be thrilled with the way his team has started off this match, being very methodical on their offense, but when they get in that attacking zone, they're letting loose some shots and have found success. They haven't had too many errant shots or errant passes, really being very efficient when they have the possession inside the Huron attack zone.
Well, both teams getting instructions on the side of the field.
And right now, Huron has to regroup and not let this match get away. They are the younger squad, only a couple seniors on their roster here, but they're at home, and they're going to have to lean on the fact that they know this field and the bumps and the creases a little bit more than the Pioneers. Hopefully they'll be able to right the ship here.
I think out of this timeout, Kevin, I think what you'll see is probably more of the same from both teams. The only difference might be a little bit of adjustment on defense by the River Rats.
Yeah, maybe they'll come out of the zone defense they've deployed so far and try to match up man. Might be a scary proposition there for the River Rats, but sitting back in the zone, the Pioneers have been sending cutters through and getting open shots when they get an extra man inside the attack zone.
We're set at midfield for the face-off out of the timeout, and we're back underway.
Clean face-off there won by the Pioneers.
Well, Pioneer setting up once again. That's Burke with it. Now Burke will go down to Weber. And that one behind the net to Craig Phillips. And back around the perimeter it goes. And back out top. And Burke gets ahead of steam. He's turned away by the defense.
Burke is really directed the traffic out there. And now here comes number 17, Charlie Markle. Loose ball.
A quick shot. Didn't get through. Now ball on the turf. And picked up again by Pioneer.
Good rush here. Pioneers really moving around the Huron defense. They send cutters through. Huron is reacting, and it's that second person that they're not spotting who gets the open shot.
I took the words right out of my mouth, Kevin. I was just going to say the Pioneers really working their offense well. And there's a whistle, and it'll be Huron possession.
Pioneer take advantage of the ball being out of bounds and making some substitutions on the fly.
And with the referee's whistle, we're back underway. A little bit of a lackadaisical pass, but picked up by Huron.
Good check there by Weber for the Pioneers, jarring the ball loose.
Huron attempting to work it down the field. Penalty flag thrown.
A little delayed penalty there on the slapping. Huron's going to want to take advantage here before they stop play, and that's not going to happen. Looks like it's going to be a man-up advantage here for the River Rats. Fetters is check that. Penalty actually is going to be on Hofnagel.
Pioneer penalty number 4, Ryan Hofnagel.
So now let's see if the Rats can take advantage and get on the board in this final minutes of this first period, Pete.
Well, Huron working it around now behind the net. Looking for someone to pass it to out front. They'll bring it to the near side, circle around out top. Urbaniak out top. He'll hold it. Now he'll pass it off. Back to Urbaniak. And there's a skip shot. And it's intercepted by Pioneer.
Nice save by Pioneer goalie.
Pioneer's still going to be a man down, though.
There's a whistle on the play. It'll be Pioneer possession. Minute 15 left to go in the first.
Durdajian has been doing a good job in the net for the Pioneers, even on that man advantage for the River Rats, and the wide shot came away with a clean save.
Now Coco brings it down the field. He'll hand it off to Weber.
Pioneers back at full strength now.
1 minute remaining in the quarter.
Under a minute in the first. Pioneer working the offense.
And we do see that the River Rats have come out of their zone, and they're matching man up. Looks like Merkel has noticed that as well. Calls a play. Oh.
And just like that, he loses possession. And back over to Huron. Long pass downfield.
Nice pass.
That long pass caught by Luis Gago.
Sorsher. Whoa, what a collision there.
And we have a whistle.
Maggini was the recipient of that hard hit there by the Pioneers, and it looks like it will result in a Pioneers penalty.
Well, the Rats just 8 seconds left in this first period.
And they'll have their second man-up advantage. Only got one shot on the attempt last time. Let's see if they'll be able to get inside the zone or wait until the second period, Pete.
And that'll do it for period number 1. We're going to take a break and come back with second period action here on City TV Sports. It's Pioneer 4 and Huron nothing.
Did you know most of your favorite city TV programs are available just a click away? Head to CTN's homepage and follow the video on demand link, and you can watch locally produced television that matters to you. Local news and information, election coverage, community events, and local sports. Check out Community Television Network's Video on Demand. CTN on your schedule.
And we're back underway. Second period action here from Riverbank Stadium on the campus of Huron High School. Hope you're enjoying all the action here on City TV Sports. Opening up the second period, Huron on the power play. Now they're working their offense. Huron down 4-0 to the Pioneers.
And the story thus far has been the Pioneer defense. Yes, they're up 4-0, but they haven't allowed Huron any good angles or shots on goal, even though Huron has had 2 man-up advantages, Pete.
This being their second one, and that pass over the head of the intended receiver, we'll say, and out of bounds.
Unfortunate.
And Pioneer possession.
When you're losing 4-0 to a team as talented as Pioneer, you cannot afford to give away scoring opportunities like that, Pete.
And that's exactly what they did right there. They gave it away. So it'll be Pioneer possession. And with the referee's whistle, we're back underway.
Couldn't stay in bounds there for the Pioneers. Way to force them out for the River Rats. Good job there by Keelan.
Oh, Huron once again will try and set up their offense and get another scoring opportunity. And break into the scoring column. There's a skip shot. Save made.
Younger Rats are a bit tentative on their offense, and especially when they have scoring opportunities. Just not sure of themselves before they let loose the shot.
Anthony Moran carried it downfield. Now ball is picked up by Pioneer after that quick shot. And they'll continue on offense.
Burke will trigger it for the Pioneers.
Right out in front, and another score by Pioneer. And that'll make it 5-0 in favor of the Pioneers over Huron.
Third goal of the afternoon for Zach Weber off the pass from Peter Burke. Nice drop-in look there. Coach called it from the sideline. He wanted Burke to come inside. Good pass there, you see, and just over the head of the Huron netminder. 5-0 for the Pioneers.
A goal coming with 9:54 to play here in the half. And we're back underway with the face-off at midfield. Scooped up by Huron.
You still see good energy even though they're trailing 5-0 from the River Rats.
Now ball on the turf. It'll be picked up by Pioneer.
Good move. Oh, that looks like a tripping play there for the River Rats. Delayed penalty coming. May catch Sam Richardson there for a tripping. You could just see if we get a chance here, you can see his stick come into play right there. That didn't look like an accident.
That sent Delph to the turf.
Penalty number 27.
Couldn't trick the 3 blind mice that we call the officials, especially when you do it right in front of them. First man up advantage for the Pioneers, and they really haven't needed it, Pete. Their offense has been very efficient. Once they get into their play, their percentage of goals from shot on goal has been pretty high.
There's another quick one. Quick shot.
Good
And
block
save
there.
made.
Great save of the Huron goalie, Dr. Maravi Pachansky.
Pashansky there with the save for the River Rats.
Pioneer buzzing around the net once again. Quick shot, another save made. Now it's in the goal off the
Wow.
goalkeeper's stick
Wow.
and in for Pioneer's 6th. That looked like Nico Mikos from the short corner.
And you can see him right here as he catches the ball, and he has a very small window to fit this ball through, and he goes downstairs. Good shot there, guys. Cameraman on point.
Pioneer goal scored by number 19, Nico Mikos.
Now face off at midfield. The player's really fighting for it. Bouncing ball and picked up once again by Pioneer. Zach Delph will pick it up off the turf. Now over to Weber. And Pioneer back in business one more time down on the offensive end. Just not what Huron needs right now. All the time being spent in the defensive zone, using up all that energy. Now ball right out in front of the net.
Pashansky pokes it out.
And he'll pick it up. And Huron will try moving it downfield.
Well, that's something to build upon if you're the River Rats. A very strong defensive play there. Now you need to stretch it into a scoring opportunity and get yourself on the board.
Long pass downfield. Still bouncing around.
Almost like field hockey right now, Pete.
Now finally picked up by Huron.
Good pass. Unfortunate, it wasn't a connect.
That's out of bounds. It'll be Pioneer possession.
It was a good look there because the Rats did have an advantage on the breakout. Unfortunately, the pass went a little bit wide.
Well, Pioneer will work it downfield. Weber with possession. He'll send it back out top to Markel.
Pioneer's not a real big team, Pete. They just seem to be a very skilled and talented team. They really use their speed well, pass the ball efficiently, and again, I go back to what their shots on goal. They don't miss too many opportunities.
Well, Pioneer working its offense. Aaron Zindel will send it back to Markel, back to Zindel. Now back out top to Markel. And then Zindel again, now down low.
Really spreading the Huron defense out here.
Craig Phillips down low. And back out top to Markel, who's carrying.
Oh, he's got an opening.
Another quick shot.
Looks like that
And
got
another
in.
goal for Pioneer.
Markel, the sophomore, with his second goal of the afternoon. And you can really see how he got a head of steam up. And Pete, as he rushed the net there, he got around the Huron defender, bounced it between the netminder's legs, and it was just, he was a duck out of water there, really, the netminder. Good shot.
And that'll make it 7-0 favor of Pioneer, 6:01 to play in the half. We have a whistle. Looks like timeout is being called.
Timeout, Huron.
And as the teams rush to the sideline, it looks like that was called by the River Rats. Everything going well for the Pioneers, but the River Rats at home here on this crosstown rivalry have not been able to get on the scoreboard just yet, Pete.
A total dominating effort by the Pioneers so far, and really not terribly surprising. I think it's just about what we kind of expected with the experience of the Pioneers and the inexperience of the River Rats.
Pioneer traditionally has been a very strong lacrosse team, and last year getting all the way to the state finals, and they're showing a lot of that experience in this match tonight.
Well, I think if today's effort's any indication, they seem determined to get back to that state finals and win this time.
Yes, after the last week, they did take care of the other school in town, Skyline. They're really wrapping up the city title with bigger fish to fry down the road.
Absolutely. Both teams getting instructions. Looks like Huron coming back out on the field. Pioneer just about ready to do the same. Teams will get set, and we can get this match back underway.
Even looking at the sideline, Pioneer has a deeper roster because not a lot of substitutions available for Huron head coach Greg Monroe, as opposed to Smith Atwood having at least double the amount of players.
Absolutely, Kevin. And, you know, talent is one thing, depth's another. When you have both, it's a really tough combination to try and match up against. Oh, back underway, Huron on offense. Now carrying for Huron, it's Gino Meneghini. He tries to get around one man. There. And we have a whistle.
Are they going to call Fetters on an illegal screen? Wow, I thought that was clean.
Looks like it. You saw Meneghini kind of roll his head skyward as if to say, not again.
Not again.
And good it'll be Pioneer possession. Have a penalty flag thrown.
Linja was sprinting down for the Pioneers with the ball. Huron can ill afford another man down advantage, but that was exactly what they're going to have to face here. Trailing 7-0. Gogan looks like the guilty party for the River Rats.
Penalty number 26, Louis Gago.
Gago with the penalty. Well, Pioneer working it around, looking for goal number 8. Now Markel back out top. There's a quick shot. And that's deflected away. Pioneer will retain possession. Burke on the shot there.
He really let loose on that shot. Just a bit wide. Back to live action.
Quick shot does not connect. Race for the ball. Picked up off the turf by Markel. He's got it. He'll send it over to Mikos. Now carrying with it, C.J. Bradburn. He's in behind the net. Now back out top.
Unfortunate there for the Pioneers. They really looked like they were setting something up.
Power play over. There's another quick shot and another goal. Markel again for Pioneer. And that'll make it 8-0 in favor of the Pioneers.
The sophomore's really lighting up the scoreboard. That's a hat trick for him.
Pioneer goal scored by number 17, Charlie Markel.
And you can see his third goal of the afternoon here as he winds up from the outside. And you can really see it there as we slow it down. He went downstairs, 5-hole for the shot, and score.
Now back to midfield for the face-off one more time. Now ball on the turf. And it'll be controlled by Pioneer.
Boy, we've said that a lot today.
Picked up by Max Coco, and Coco will head downfield. Now get it over to Weber. Back to Markel. Sounding a bit like a broken record, but Pioneer back on offense.
They've just been living in the attack zone here for the Pioneers. They're really putting it on, Huron.
Well, pass into the center, picked off by the goalkeeper.
Pashansky's been very busy in the net there for the River Rats. There's a good shot of him. Unfortunately, he's had a bit too many shots coming at him.
Now Huron downfield, there's a shot. That's deflected. Nice defensive job there.
Yeah, Aronson thought he had an open shot there. Stick came out of nowhere and really deflected his opportunity for a goal. Quick shot.
Picked up by Jacob Bott. He'll move it over to Trevor Kuhnling. Well, the ball come back out top. Huron will try and work some offense here.
Good move there.
There's a shot, and that sails wide of the net.
Kuhnle put in a good fake and deke move there. Lost his defenseman, but just shot the ball a little high that time.
Now Pioneer will pick it up and move it downfield. Marcus Linga.
Oh, good cut.
Right out in front once again. There's a quick shot. Deflected aside, picked up by Pioneer.
So good job there by the netminder, Pashansky, there for the River Rats.
Phillips with an opportunity right in front of the net. Under 2 minutes to play in the half.
They're going to call that as an illegal screen, too.
Yeah,
That
turnover.
was a cheap one there. It didn't look like a lot of contact. Just got him with a chicken wing. Possession goes over to the River Rats.
Intercepted by Pioneer.
Crowd coming to life. Here's a shot from the defenseman. Defenseman's dream. An errant pass by the goalie turns into a breakout situation, but he couldn't find the net.
Freshman Garrett White with that opportunity. Did not convert.
Only freshman on the roster for the Pioneers.
Approaching 1 minute to play in the half. Pioneer still on offense.
1 minute remaining in the half.
Pioneer will work it around. Now back out top to Markel. Now Markel tries a spin move. Pass fails to connect. Ball on the turf, picked up by the goalkeeper, Pashansky.
Get it out, guys.
Now
couldn't
pass
get it
does
out
not
clean.
connect. Going back for it, Markel. His pass, errant.
You have
And
time
Huron will
here.
grab it.
You have time.
17 seconds.
Looks like there might be a timeout called there by the. Looks like they called it on the Pioneers. They want to make sure that they don't let Huron get on the board here.
One last-ditch effort by Huron here with just 17 seconds to try and get a goal on the board before halftime.
Something to build the momentum leading into the second half would be nice for Greg Monroe's team.
Not of the Pistons, correct?
Hey, they could use his height.
Yeah.
If the River Rats could. But no, head coach for the River Rats, Greg Monroe, trying to put something together. Rats have been stymied so far. as they come out of the break there. You see that the body language, of course, is a little bit more energetic on the Pioneers side. These final 17 seconds, maybe the River Rats can muster up some good feelings going into the break and come out for a more spirited second half.
Well, Meneghini will start the play from near midfield. Just 17 seconds left for the River Rats. And Meneghini down the near side.
Short
Now
clock here, guys.
Cut
Short
towards
clock.
the middle. They'll try and have to get something off here quickly.
Good defense there from the Pioneers, not allowing him any opportunity.
And no shot before the half. That'll do it. After one half of play, we're going to take a break and come back with second half action. It's Pioneer 8 and Huron 0 here on City TV Sports.
PEG TV. Public, education, and government television programs reflect the specific interests and diversity of local communities. You've probably watched it without really knowing what it is or how it benefits you directly. Each community has its own personality, its own style, its own priorities, its own obstacles and needs. And one thing each community has in common is not just the need for its own voice, but access to the means to express it. PEG TV provides that. PEG TV channels are non-commercial and combined nationally deliver more original, locally made shows than all commercial television stations combined. PEG TV delivers entertaining, informational programs for everyone: seniors, youth, parents, educators, consumers, and in some areas delivers multilingual programming for ethnic communities. PEG TV also provides vital election coverage, public safety, and emergency information specific to where you live. Standard programming often includes council and commission meetings, public service announcements, and informational bulletin boards. Special interest programming often includes local festivals, parades, concerts, talk shows, magazine-style shows, and other programs unique to your village, your township, your city, and your neighborhood, which are often overlooked by commercial media programming. In many communities, PEG TV provides the only coverage of local government. Without PEG, it can be difficult for citizens to stay informed about local government issues and events. Your community has a voice, and that voice is speaking to your subdivision, your streets, your senior citizens, your property, and your family's safety, and it's speaking to you. Please learn more about this valuable resource. Tune in to your local PEG channels, then give the following websites a visit. Remember, we are your voice. PEG TV, public education and government television. Your voice, your community, your PEG.
Reflecting a unique TV experience, Community Television Network is teaming up with Miro Community, allowing you to submit videos, comment, and rank content according to the viewing audience.
Have a video you want to share over the World Wide Web but still keep it local? Now you can. CTN is consolidating your favorite public programs and making them more accessible online with Miro Community.
Visit ctnannarbor.mirocommunity.org to contribute to the conversation online.
Picking it up from the faceoff, and just like that, back on offense once again. Ball hitting the turf, picked up by Huron.
And that's more what the Rats need right there. Some transition offense.
Now race for the ball, won by the goalkeeper for Pioneer. And Pioneer will bring it back downfield.
And it looks like it's David Kwan in the net for the Pioneers now. And with this 8-0 lead, Pete, they can afford to rotate some players in.
As the second half begins, the sun's setting in the western sky. The lights are on here at Riverbank Stadium.
Didn't take too long for those lights to fire up. Wow.
Now Pioneer once again working their offense, up 8-0 here to begin the third period. A quick shot off the side of the net.
Well, you could hear that way up here that he was just unfortunate on the shot there. Craig Phillips right off of the pole there. And he shoots it right off the pipe. Pow!
Yeah. Pioneer with the possession.
Good move
picked
here.
Up by Mikos. Mikos cutting to the net. Shot right on net. Save made by Pashansky.
Pashansky really gave up his body there for his team.
Now Huron trying to break it downfield. Ball on the turf momentarily.
Got to keep your head on the swivel there, young man.
Now that pass too far. And the Pioneer goalkeeper on the ground, way out of his net.
I'm saying, if they can get possession of the ball there for the Rats.
Now finally goalkeeper gets back in net. And the Huron possession. Huron player hits the turf, no penalty.
Loses possession of the ball there.
Now scooped up by Pioneer, and just like that, back downfield they come. It's Mikos with the quick shot and the goal. Nico Mikos, end-to-end, coast-to-coast, and he converts with the goal, and that puts Pioneer up 9-0.
Nice goal there by Mikos. He came out of the scrum on the other end of the Huron zone with the possession of the ball, sprinting, top speed, full length of the field, and he winds up about 15 yards out, and he is rewarded right through the 5-hole. Second goal of the night for Mikos. A lot of good days ahead for the Pioneer team. A lot of underclassmen scoring for the Pioneers.
Now Charlie Markell with a hat trick in this game. He's only a sophomore.
Weber as well, even though he's a senior, with a hat trick. And now we're going to, it looks like it's possession Pioneers.
Now downfield come the Pioneers. Coco. And
Coco
will hand it
can
off
scoot.
and head back out. Now Markell will pick up that errant pass. As Pioneer once again will set up.
Number Helber and Phillips now working the two-man game. Here comes Phillips on the wraparound.
The shot is blocked away.
Good defense there by the River Rats.
And they'll bring it downfield.
Richardson really took the ball right out of the stick there. And unfortunate there for the Rats.
That pass connected. He would be able to spin move and be point blank on the goalkeeper, but could not connect.
And right back at it. Here comes the Pioneers. And here comes Graham on the rush. Kind of deked him there. He didn't lose him.
And he'll have to back it back out.
Helber's just a sophomore here with the ball.
Now scooped up by Crisol.
That one's going to trickle out of bounds. Possession, River Rats. Once again, the Rats, I think they're more a victim of not just the skill level, Pete, but the constant line changing going on by the Pioneers. They keep bringing fresh players out to the field of play.
And like we said in the first half, talent is great. Depth is even better when you have the both of them.
Oh, it's really nice.
A dominant team. And that's what Pioneer has right now, both talent and depth. And Huron's just not able to match up with either of those.
Also, they're getting the bounces go those ways for those type of teams. And you see that the bounce is going the way of the Pioneers, just like that. Good
nice
defense.
Intercept there. Ball on the turf, and we have a whistle. And that's going to be Pioneer possession. 6:53 to play here in the third. There's a quick shot. Save made, bouncing ball.
Nice stick save there.
And it's going to be Huron possession.
Pishansky there again with he's been busy all night. Unfortunately, he's been called to be busy because the Pioneers just been inside the Huron attack zone all afternoon long.
Long pass to midfield, intercepted by Pioneer. Good job there by Dylan Graham. And back downfield they go, and another score for Pioneer. Dylan Graham from midfield intercepting that pass. He took it down all alone and scored the goal and made it Pioneer 10 and Huron nothing.
The senior Dylan Graham with his second goal of the afternoon. You see after, well, he gets the steal here. He comes in and he really did not have any kind of action in front of him from the Huron defenders, and he goes right in front of the net, scores the goal for his second one of the afternoon.
And with the face-off, Pioneer wins it once again. Back downfield quickly, and that pass fails to connect. And it'll be Huron possession.
Pioneer is not letting up the steam as they press the action with their defense as Huron tries to advance the ball. Looks like there's somebody without a glove. And he scoops it up and takes it off. This is what happens when you have a lot of young guys on the team, as the Pioneers do. Once they get in, Pete, they want to show that they have the skill level to be out here as well.
Now long pass downfield. We have a whistle. That'll be Pioneer possession.
Helber coming on the charge. He cocks.
I'll pass it behind the net. Pioneer moving it around. Now back out top to Mikos. Near side now into the center. That pass does not connect. Scooped up quickly.
Phillips taking a couple hits there, and now he's
there's
got a shot.
Penalty flag.
Wow, I think he was robbed by the pole that time. You see Phillips takes it, and this is going to be a delayed penalty there on a slash. And then as he comes in, he takes it in, and you can see, oh, it's actually redeflected off of the shoulder of the goalkeeper. Pishansky. That's going to leave a mark.
Huron penalty number 10, Thomas Schulman.
This is one sport where they don't pad up the netminder, Pete. He's out there just with a stick, a glove, and not a lot of padding.
Penalty on number 10 for Huron, Thomas Schulman. And another opportunity for Pioneer.
I don't think that knee brace is going to save him from some of these shots that are coming at him.
Like getting hit with a paintball.
Good intercept there by Pishansky, though.
4:40 to play here in the third. Big bounce pass. Connected. There's a quick shot, and it's directed aside.
Coolin he grabbed the pass off of the bounce and one little head fake. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't find an angle to shoot that shot in.
Huron's best opportunity of the whole match. They cannot convert.
And Pashansky with an excellent lead pass there. Oh, wow.
Right in the middle once again.
Pashansky, though.
Another great save by Sasha.
Well, now intercepted once again by Pioneer. Brought down by Alembir Grewal. He'll hand it off and head back.
Not a lot of stoppage of play here, Pete. Clock ticking away. We're under 4 minutes to play here in the third period.
Oh, Burke circles around the net. Now it comes back out top. Back to Markel.
There's Weber off the cut. They missed him. Burke.
Another quick shot and another nice save by Pashansky. Another long pass downfield, but this one's intercepted by Pioneer. Now ball on the turf, scooped up by Huron. And they'll head down into the offensive zone for one of the few times in this entire game.
Yeah, for the longest, it's looked like we've been playing just half court or half field, Pete. Everything's been on the Huron attack zone. Backhand.
And a
Nice
score for
backhand
Huron. On the backhand.
Cool.
And the River Rats get on the board, make it 10-1.
Trevor Cooling that time didn't want this opportunity to go for naught.
Well, Trevor Kuhnlein on the goal.
The pirouette into the net.
That coming with 2:43 left in the third.
Now just about 6 more of those and we got a contest, River Rats. And here's another angle of this goal. It was just nice action. You can really see it. He goes right off the ground and skipped it into the net, Pete. That was sweet.
Good job down on the truck with that extra camera angle.
Those guys are really working hard. And right back at the attack zone is the River Rats.
Well, maybe that was just what the doctor ordered for these River Rats to kind of wake up and get into this match.
So you're saying they lulled them to sleep with the 10-goal lead? And
absolutely.
Just where we want you guys.
Up 10.
False sense of security. It always happens when you're up 10 goals.
Well, this is actually good for Pioneer. It keeps them on their toes, keeps them active, and keeps their head in the game.
And actually, we did say that they have a new netminder in the first half. They had Dugan Pijan in the net, and now we have who's that? It looks like it's number 14, Kawak. Wak.
Now Huron circling, trying to run their offense. To Menegini carrying. Now get it over to Urbaniak, and Urbaniak will back it out. Now Urbaniak getting ahead of steam. It's around one man. Quick shot.
Oh, good block there.
And a save made. Huron, however, will keep possession.
David Walk in the net now for Pioneer. That was a good save there.
Under a minute to play here in the third. There's another shot.
Oh,
and
nice.
a goal for Huron.
Good job there by the Rats.
Gino Meneghini with the goal for Huron. And that'll
Meneghini,
make it a 10-2 contest favor of the Pioneers.
just like Kunle Meneghini here, he goes to the ground and he
Here on
skips
goal,
the ball
scored
through the
number
net,
7, Gino
creating a
Meneghini.
great angle and a very difficult angle for the goalie to try to block. Good job there by the River Rats. And I think that backhanded goal there by Kunle did bring to life the River Rats. They do have a new hop in their step.
Now off the face-off, picked up by Pioneer. And they'll bring it downfield.
Final 20 seconds here in the third period. Pashansky's been doing a really good job in the net for the River Rats. Let's see if he can. Oh, yeah.
And that shot right off of his face mask.
And I think they're going to wave that one off after the end of the period there. And again, Pashansky stops a opportunity for the Pioneers, and the Rats come away with 2 goals of their own here in the third period, still trail 10-2. And we'll be right back after this short break on City TV Sports.
I'm telling you, and all the stick momentarily. And into the end zone.
Great throw. Just got that toe in.
The shot is partially blocked by Kelly. And the fans are flooding the court. Pass it in the middle, and a goal! Pass to Skull with a shot, and over the head of And welcome back with fourth period action here on City TV Sports. Men's lacrosse, Pioneer and Huron. Pioneer took the 10-0 lead going into halftime, and the only goals in the third period were those scored by Huron, 2 of them, to make it a 10-2 contest here at Riverbank Stadium. And we're just about to get the fourth period underway, and with the face-off, the clock will start to tick. Well, bouncing ball and picked up by Pioneer. And they will start on offense.
And Helber taking a lot of contact over here in the corner.
Oh, Mikos patiently working the ball.
And Garrett again applying pressure.
Now Pioneer ball in behind the net now as they work it around.
There's a screen set by Mikos.
Now Helber carrying, long shot, and the save made.
Boy, they're not really allowing too many screens being shown there, but
a penalty flag on the turf. Looks like wholesale substitutions by both teams. Play will remain down in the Huron zone. Pioneer on offense.
Not really sure what that stoppage of play was. It looked like it was a clean play there from the Huron defender, but it does look like it's going to be a penalty and a man-up situation now for the Pioneers.
Well, Pioneer working it back out front. Pass fails to connect. Markel tries to pick it back up. Ball still on the turf. And we have a whistle. It's going to be Huron ball.
Good aggressive defense there by Fetters, number 4 for the Riverettes. And after the substitutions, now we get back to play.
Long pass downfield for Huron. Tipped away by the Pioneer defense and scooped up by Marcus Linga for Pioneer.
Zach Weber. Now back to Burke.
Out of Weber. Back out front to Markel.
Good move by Burke.
Deeks one man. Now down low, quick shot off the side of the net. It's going to stay Pioneer possession.
Well, that was a good example, Pete, of the Pioneer ball movement. They really worked the ball around the perimeter and got an open shot there. It was just no angle given by Pashansky for that shot, and Graham could not squeeze it in. But good ball movement, nevertheless, for the Pioneers.
And Pioneers back on offense.
You can see as Pioneer now is setting up the offense outside from behind the net, right out in front.
Now Pioneer trying to spread out the Huron defense. And back out top, it comes to Markel. Now ball in behind the net. Carrying there, Graham. Now there's another shot. And that one tipped aside. It's going to stay Pioneer possession.
Pashansky's really got that net closed for business for Pioneers. After that first period, he's really done a great job of stuffing the net.
8:23 to play here in the match.
And you can see this shot right here. And Pashansky, he's not letting much through. A lot better defense after Greg Monroe called an early timeout and switched from the zone to the man defense. I think he's really going to want to go with this style defense later in the year against other teams, as talented as Pioneer is.
Well, Pioneer patiently working their offense. Now looks like they're doing a clear out.
Menegini is not letting that man away. Good defense
defended
there.
well. No, pass intended for Markel. Does not connect. Picked up by Huron.
Aronson with the steal. Got an advantage here. Take advantage now, guys.
Now into the middle. Now circle around behind the net.
Sorsher with the ball there.
Good job by Pioneer to collapse back defensively and prevent an easy opportunity for the Riverettes.
Yeah, I think if Huron had it all over again, they would have attacked the net with that breakaway. Maybe they can get back to what they had success with, those bounce shots at the net, creating angles that way, because Both netminders for Pioneer have done a very good job of deflecting the straight-on shots. Not sure if they have the opportunity of the luxury of taking this amount of time, though, Pete.
Well, really, in reality, Kevin, they don't. They got to create some more scoring opportunities. Down 8 goals.
Not a real big sense of urgency displayed here by the Riverettes.
This just plays into the hands of the Pioneers, up 8 goals. I think they're plenty contended for Huron to be taking its time.
Yeah, to the aggressor goes the loyals. I mean, this right now is really playing into, as you say, to the Pioneers' playbook. They want the clock to just continue to move.
And that's exactly what it's doing. 5:40 left in the match. The shot blocked, or at the very least an attempted pass.
And you want to know how it probably is a little bit more difficult, Pete, as the sky gets become a little darker to see the ball when it pops in the air like that. Again, you would like to see a lot more urgency and aggression by the River Rat attack.
Well, Rats will set up one more time on offense.
And not a lot of movement of the ball either from the Rats. I mean, if you're not going to be attacking, maybe you're moving the defense by movement of the ball. But a lot of one-on-one play here from the River Rats.
There's a shot and a save made. Good job there by Kwan.
There's a good poke check there. And you
Linga.
can see the shot here on replay.
And a
good
goal for
defensive
Huron.
play.
Just like that. They score again.
Well, we were taking a quick look at the replay there. The Rats again took advantage of a turnover in the Pioneer zone, and we can take a look at the goal here on replay. And you see the ball bouncing around, scooped up there again by number 8, Coonley, for his second goal of the evening. Went upstairs for that one.
Well, I'll make it Pioneer 10 and Huron 3, 4:36 to play.
Again, short clock, so you would expect to see a lot of aggressive play from the River Rats here.
Pioneer controls the face-off. It's intercepted by Huron. They'll bring it right back downfield.
And let's see if they attack or if they wait to set it up.
And we have a whistle.
Looks like there was too many men on the zone for the Rats. And, oh, nope, looks like it's a timeout. Maybe it's Coach Greg Monroe trying to really take advantage of this possession here. The River Rats, of course, called that timeout. And you see Coach Monroe here in the middle of his players. Twofold, probably. One, I know the last goal or the last couple moments have been exciting for the River Rats, so it gives them an opportunity to catch a breather, as well as an opportunity for the Huron coach Monroe to put together a play that's been working for him. And the last couple opportunities for the River Rats have been off of one-on-one play action, a lot of screening, and also being opportune with the turnovers and taking advantage of it. And before we get back to live action play, we can see again, Coonley here winds up and goes upstairs, catch the goalkeeper for the Pioneers off guard there with the top shelf shot. So, Pete, final 4:22 of this match. Huron still trailing by 7. Looks like they're going to have to really turn up the speed on their offense.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that's exactly what they're going to need. I don't know if it's going to be a little bit too little too late. This is an awfully good Pioneer squad. Now we'll see what the River Rats can do here in the final 4.5 minutes of the match.
And you can see a different defensive set for the Pioneers. They're really packing it in here.
Well, Huron looking to move the ball a little bit more quickly and crisply. Now ball in behind the net. Now back out top.
And they're really not getting the ball down inside to their attackers. It's really left up to the midfielders here to fire in a shot.
Well, Pioneer staying at home on defense, not getting out of position, not allowing the River Rats any quick shots. There's a cutter, and the ball bouncing, and we have a whistle.
Well, whack in the defense in the net for the Pioneers. Good save there as the Rats attack the net here, and really just unfortunate because he couldn't get a stick on the ball there. Possession goes over to the Pioneers.
And they will head downfield. Trying to move quickly into position. That pass over the head of the Pioneer player. And out of bounds, it'll be here on ball. 3:13 left to play. Long pass downfield. That does not connect. Ball on the turf. Bouncing.
Ouch.
Opportunity for Huron. And we have a whistle. Penalty flag thrown.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to catch Mikos for a little aggressive play there on the River Rats. I mean, that was a big collision there, and it looks like Sorcerer took the brunt of that hit, and he goes down hard.
That'll stay here on possession. And they'll get the power play opportunity here.
Again, you would like to see the Rats really use a sense of urgency here and try to pepper the net as opposed to looking for the best opportunity. And if you can't get in off of the shot, maybe you can get lucky with the rebound.
Well, play has started. Huron on offense on the power play. Moving the ball around. Now Meneghini with the shot and the score. Gino Meneghini with another goal. And that makes it Huron 4 in Pioneer 10 with 2:44 to play.
And they're making it look more than respectable. You know, they took advantage of the man-up opportunity there, didn't waste any time of going in for the shot, and Meneghini took a shot to the back there, but that didn't sway him. He came back with a quick shot to just beat the netminder to the prize.
Well, Pioneer opened the scoring with 10 unanswered. Huron has come back with 4 unanswered of their own.
And we may have made light of the fact that Huron waited to get on the scoreboard, but they really have played with a lot of emotion here in the fourth period.
And really played a lot better in the second half.
Yeah, and I think it really started, Pete, with the netminder. Pashansky did a good job of shutting the door on a lot of Pioneer opportunities, and the wingers and the attackers have helped out by scoring for him.
Another whistle on the field. It's going to stay Pioneer possession.
Oh, good cut. And
Quick
there's
shot.
again. There's
Another
again.
save by Pashansky. Ball on the turf. And picked up by Huron. They'll bring it downfield.
Fetters on the fly.
Being bumped by Markel, and we have a whistle. It looks like another timeout on the field. 1:59 to play in the match.
Greg Monroe pointing out some good play from his players. He's got to be pleased with the way his team, being down by 10 goals at home, didn't give up and played with a good sense of urgency or a good fight in them here in the fourth period.
Well, we talked about that during halftime when Huron came back out on the field. They didn't look like they had a lot of pep in their step, but give them credit. They came out and didn't quit.
And we just saw a good replay there using his knee. Maybe that knee brace did come into play there for goalkeeper Pashansky, because that one went right off of the left knee. But any way he can, he's keeping the Pioneers out of the net.
Pioneer back out on the field, wrapping up their part of the timeout. Huron doing the same.
Certain times, Pete, when a team gets up by as many goals as Pioneer has, you lose your sense of urgency as well. You lose your sense of, hey, we need to finish this game off. You're thinking about what you might have to do as far as your homework or what's on the dinner plan later on in the evening.
Swear I heard chants of Manwich in the stand, so maybe it's a Manwich night.
Manwich or orange sherbet ice cream.
Gotta love the orange sherbet ice cream.
And the ref picks up the flag there, and it looks like Huron again will be in the man-up situation here.
Zach Delph getting the penalty for Pioneer. And all this can do is give Huron more confidence, not only at the end of this game, but in its ensuing games.
Of course, when you can play this well in a period against a team as skilled as Pioneer, you can only learn and feel good about it.
Quick shot and another goal.
One-timer. Nice shot there. Boy, if you take away the first period, this is a different game itself. I mean, Huron has really been the aggressor, and this fourth period has been all Huron. Off of the one-timer, wraparound, quick shot there by Kunle. Didn't even have to think about that one. In and out of his net really quick.
Well, and that play only took 19 seconds out of the timeout for Huron to score.
Each time that Huron's had the man advantage, they've taken advantage of it.
Well, ball on the turf out of the face-off, picked up momentarily by Pioneer. Now back on the turf.
Good job, Fetters, on the defense, and that may be a penalty there. Official doesn't throw the flag, though.
Here come the Pioneers. They lose possession. Ball on the turf. Now picked up once again by Pioneer. We have a whistle. Looks like this is a turnover, and Huron will get possession.
Just 1:05 left, Pete. I'm not sure if there's enough time on the clock, but you're right. Huron can come away from this game feeling good about themselves. They didn't give up. They put some points on the board against a high-caliber team in Pioneer. And Pashansky's really going to feel good about himself in the net.
I'll give credit to Coach Greg Monroe for making some adjustments at halftime as well.
He really did put his team in some better positions.
Oh, just 35 seconds left. Pioneer possessing. All they really got to do is hang on to this ball and run out the clock.
Yeah, no shots really needed here, guys. Just keep possession.
I'd like to thank all the people that make this production possible. Our director, Rob Cross. Audio and replay by Jim McKinley. CG Ops by Carl McCoy. And our camera guys braving the cool breezes up top here. Tim Nagai, Robert Hughes, and Jason Broniak. I want to thank all those people that make this a lot of fun for what we do here in the booth, Kevin.
And these guys really did a great job of showing us some cool and exciting, good angles on the replays as well. Good job, guys.
And that's going to do it as time runs out. A good comeback by Huron, but too little too late. And Pioneer will come away with the 10-5 victory. And as the teams come on the field ready to shake hands, once again, Kevin, any final thoughts?
Oh, just a good effort by both teams. You know, Pioneer showed why they're ranked in the state early in the match by getting up by 10 goals, but Huron showed some good fight. I like the way they came back and showed some good effort and skill in making this a closer game than it really was in the final three periods.
Once again, the final from Riverbank Stadium. It's Pioneer 10 and Huron 5 here on City TV Sports.